So here we go. I'm going to do a couple of quick videos of Rosie, and I'm going to do kind of a warts and all. We're also aided today by, this is Bailey, so any odd noises you hear with him, and somewhere here is Max. I'm going to start at the front and then we'll work all the way around the car. Should take a few minutes. First of all, we need a little bit of double-sided tape on these things. These are just rubber to stop the vibrations. The panel fit is wrong here, as you can see, and in fact needs a little bit of fettling down there. That just needs an adjustment somewhere, and I need to get onto that, or the buyer needs to get onto it. I think we adjusted it some time ago, and then somebody leaned on the wing on that side, which is why they're not the same. Moving around, the bonnet is pretty well intact and flawless, but as we move to the top of the bonnet, so up here you'll see, as is quite often the case with these, we're getting some rust down here, and you know, the chrome on a roll, I've no doubt only taking off pretty soon and sanding back underneath. Vent flaps solid, absolutely solid on the vent flap, as is the windscreen surround generally, and these places here usually get rust, and these are clean of rust. On the front wing we have a bit here where people have leaned on the wing here over the years and they crease quite badly, but generally the wing's pretty good. Often get a bit of blistering around the indicators, no such trouble there, and the tyres are good on the front. Moving along the body then, the mirrors probably need taking off because they're getting a little bit loose on this. I have done it, but you can get a new kit for in there. Going to go up the guttering. There's one or two places here and here where we've touched up the paint over the last couple of years, and I guess they're a bit of a pain to get into, but they wouldn't hurt by being sanded back. The burst bit is up here, and literally that's on the seam there forward. It's obviously had some rot on it. It's been taken back and filled, and taken back and painted, and taken back and filled. That's quite rough. The other side is actually quite good. In fact, that's very good. There's a few bits here where the paint's been touched up, and there's some black rust stopper on it. Again, another little paint blister there which has been picked off and treated at some time, but generally it's not bad at all. Rear wing on this side is good, in fact very good. The boot is good, the hinge is okay. There is one spot on the boot which is just down here under the Citroen badge, which has been painted and does kind of need T-cutting back and taking back. The worst part on the back of the car is this bit here, which always fills with rainwater, and has been picked off and repainted, It could probably do with being sanded back to the metal, primered and sprayed, but a couple of little bits here and there, but they're all covered. This wing, the near side wing, slightly different here. There's a little bit here of rust, and there is a movement there, but it's not rotten by any chance or any means. And also at the front there's a bit there. You know what, over the winter being sanded down and sorted out would do it. It's a good solid wing. Moving on, going back up to the channel here, on the other side is, and as you can see here, look, this is a lot better on this side. And going down there onto the front wing, again, you know, over the years it's been blistered perhaps and taken back. I mean, as soon as we see a blister we pick it off, and again almost matching the opposite side here, there's that little bit there, a little bit of rattle there is the wing touching that, and I will sort that out probably today actually. I think that's it. The roof's good, it's watertight. I'm going to move inside the car now. So there's one or two bits inside the car that just worthy of mention, I think. It's got these carpets from 2CV City in there and rubber mats on top to protect it. If we pull back this one, you can see the floor's okay, but just there you can feel there's a tiny bit of movement in it. I suspect that's probably going to be alright for another 5 years, but you never know. The wiring that's there is for the radio that was once fitted. I've never took the speakers out, didn't see the point, but actually you could plug a radio in. There's the aerial, and you could actually plug it into the cigar lighter socket, which is there. Driver's side on this is actually the same, slightly more solid bizarrely, but we just tuck that back in there. The white seat covers, look, the vinyl, they are what they are, but they're really good. They're no tears, no rips on them. We've got a white steering wheel here, and I'm going to move around the driver's side in a moment. Just open up the back. Oh, quick one. Bottom of the A pillar here on both sides is solid. That's the passenger side. Moving into the back, same thing here. I think it is the B pillar, is it? Solid down the bottom, solid all the way. Nice solid floor, no big holes in it or anything like that. And not bad. The door cards tend to move slightly. I think both of the front ones need clips, and when we've put clips in, they've pulled them out. So some people just screw them in. In fact, on the front one there, look, there's a little screw. The only thing I see is there's this thing here which is an intentional split, and there's a stitch in there, and that's just seatbelt couplings. And here we go. There's no proper parcel shelf in this one, so that is a homemade parcel shelf, but we'll include that, won't we? Same again, nice and clean, nice and solid. No scare stories anywhere, no nasty bits. And we're going to go into the front, and if we can pull the mats back a little bit here, again you see the A pillar's good, and again that actually is really solid. Okay, while we're around here though, we've got the handbrake on. It's out of gear. It's stone cold at the moment. No choke because it's a warm day. Nothing on the pedals. And there you go. I suspect with a little bit more gas it would have started quicker. Okay, I'll leave it running for a second. More accurately I won't. Maybe it did need a spot of choke. Let's just turn that off. And then very quickly, there you're going to see me now. And a couple of places here that will need attention pretty soon. You know, these bonnets are what they are. They're made out of baked bean tins or something, I think, and it will need here, which is one of the places they always go. It's not quite ready for the scrapyard there, but usually they just put a spot of weld and they touch them up, don't they? Moving in, it's got a good battery in it. Battery date is 2016, in fact, 27th of the 5th, I think that is. Got this big aftermarket hooter thing in, but the original's here as well. These pipes, I've never seen one with them on. I know they do, but they're missing. They just duct hot air out into the wheel arch, and without it, it goes anyway. But it's quite clean, and there's no massive oil leaks. There's a slight misting on one of the shock absorbers at the back. So there we go. I'm going to move round. Come on, Max, out of the way. You've got big of assistance here. I don't know what's in the boot. Oh, not very much. So this is the homemade parcel shelf thing here, and it's got a homemade spare wheel cover. And as you can see here, there's some dust in here, a little bit of rubbish there. Mainly muck, actually.